When the batch processing of Ninox is complete, we will wind up with a folder like described before, with the top 1000 red, green, and blue folders. Using the same sorted data from the date and time, we're going to prepare the Ninox sorted data that looks like this from the red folder into a format that's compatible with Iris. Iris does not like leading zeros, and as such all the files have to be in the same directory. So we're going to use another script that is called N to I, or Ninox to Iris, for the 8.2 version of my software, and it goes through and uses a Linux package called batch rename and move to create folder and file information for Iris that strips all the leading zeros out and renames the files to red, green, and blue. The other trick here is when looking at the Iris settings, there is no .bmp format, but there is a .fit format. So for my purposes, for my capture routine, I can start stacking these files right away. For .bmp, you'll have to issue another command set that will convert the BMP to either pick or fit, either of which will then allow you to stack. I like to follow a set routine for stacking and combining my RGB images. I do that through the command window here. I copy my routine, paste it into the command window. Typically I will stack 500 images, but for purposes of the mechanics of how I perform stacking, I'll limit that to 50. Now I hit return on this first step here. It begins stacking with red from 1 to the maximum number here, typically 500 for me, maybe 600 if the seeing was good, but for the example it'll be 50. When the stacking of red is done, it saves the raw stack file and moves on to the green. When the green is complete, it moves on to the red and optionally the luminosity if I have one. And when it's complete, it's going to stack, or RGB combine, all 3 of the raw images. It's slightly dim because we did not stack enough frames, but the resulting frame is seen here. At this point, we begin a little bit more of the cook in the kitchen, as I said in previous tutorials, and we will look at that coming up next.